OA Agile, the Enigma. What's up, dude? All right, there's 5 of y'all in here. Let's get it started, I guess. I know it's been a minute. I haven't dropped a video. I just want to check in with y'all. You know, life's in the way. What's up, John Zala? Yeah, Orange Man bad. Yeah, just wanted to talk about a few things that I just could not let go, man. Could not sit and idly let them pass by. Damn, it's a slow fucking night. 5 of y'all in here, Jesus Christ. Now 4, everyone's dropping off. Holy shit, I'm pathetic. I don't think hitting the likes is probably gonna do anything, but Jazz Critic, Akon hanging out with 6ix9ine, whatever. 6ix9ine is, you know, I never really did a video on him. 6ix9ine is like apparently the hottest thing around, whether, you know, based off the controversy, you know what I mean? DJ Anthony, what's up, dude? All right. Guess we're starting to pick up here. This bitch Cardi B, man. I got it. I'm so tired of her, man. I am really tired of this broad, man. She is very fucking annoying. Like, a lot of people know that, you know, I love Latinas. They're my favorite. Love Dominicans, Dominicanas, I should say. But she just she does not do it for me. Even in the looks department, I know some people might have an issue with that, but hold on, show. Yo, she is fucking annoying as hell, bro. Like, just from everything she says to how she says it. And Cardi B is, you know, I gotta congratulate her with her success on of that new song, WAP, W-A-P, which stands for Wet Ass Pussy. I mean, and let's not leave out Meg Thee Stallion. She added to that song. And listen, what can you say? Like, at this point, look, I'm not even mad anymore, because there's just a lot of suckers that'll buy into certain things. Then they'll ask later, well, what happened to hip hop? What happened to this? You happen to it. You support that shit. Well, be that as it may, hey, look, it is what it is. I'm not even mad. OA says Akon is part of the program, just like Takuchi 6ix9ine. Beef Wellington, Cardi B is a whore's whore. Well, I mean, yeah. Even that's not offensive. You can't shame bitches by saying that too much, because, I mean, you listen to the sample on that track. There's some whores in this house. I mean, are you serious? Simply Deep. There you go. Yeah, she's fucking annoying, this chick. She is extremely annoying. And I know that a lot of y'all saw that shit where she interviewed Joe Biden. I mean, that has to be the biggest. Let me tell you something. A lot of y'all that are simply, yeah, I'm chilling, man. Pittsburgh Chip says they wear whore as a badge of honor. Yeah. A lot of you that are, you know, Democrats or leftists, I mean, that has to be the biggest smack in the face to y'all. If y'all ain't waking up by now, I mean, the fact that Joe Biden is ducking all these interviews, he don't want to be interviewed, and anytime he is being interviewed, he's being shoot like at the end of the shit, press is being pushed out. Um, for him to come out and agree to a interview with Cardi B, that should tell you something. They don't care. They do not value you. And mind you, Cardi B is representing black people, or so she says. She's representing black folk. So it's just, to me, it's hilarious that this bitch is out here, can't even put together a coherent sentence. And I mean, you watch that video. I mean, Simply Deep says, I only listened to 2 minutes of that hard interview. I lost some brain cells. Exactly. I mean, I went through it because I was hearing shit about it, and it was horrible. I mean, there was even a moment in time. First of all, it was just so chopped up and edited. It was edited out so bad. That's number one. I want to see the full thing without the edits at all. And there was a moment in the actual interview where she actually does that bird noise that she makes, that what I was like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? This is what that interview should have never existed. Give me a second, hold on. That interview was so bad. Pittsburgh Chip. Me too. It's probably 16 hours long. Yeah. Yeah, the original shit, definitely. When Jason Wall says, when Cardi came hard with the hard-hitting question of Burr, that's when I knew she was the next Walter Cronkite. Jazz critic, her voice makes me want to lose my hearing. King Drewski says, you mean the Birdman coup? Yeah, whatever the fuck that noise that she makes is, it's extremely annoying. John Zaller says, have you always been more right-leaning, or is it since they've been going off the rails with woke culture? Side note, I've been a subscriber since 2009. Much love, my dude. No, John, I've always been like, you know, but even back in the year that you're referencing, I've always considered myself a liberal. You know what I'm saying? But how do I put it? Kind of like like what Roseanne said when she was on Jimmy Kimmel's show a few years ago. I think it was a year or 2 years ago, when the Roseanne show was coming back, and she was being interviewed, and you know, because she supports the president or whatever in the show, and I guess in real life or whatever. So Jimmy Kimmel said, well, you know, the original show, you were like this and blah, 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 blah. She goes, well, I never changed. It's y'all that went so far out. Y'all went to, all of you changed. That's how I feel. That's why, you know, people like me, people always say like, oh, you're more of a conservative because of my views and all of that stuff, you know. So I do say, like I've always said it, I said it 1,000 times, like I'm more like, yeah, I'm more right leaning, even though, you know, there's people like me that are considered nowadays like classic liberal or whatever you want to call it, because the new definition of liberal is associated with this far left fake woke nonsense. You know what I mean? I've always been a fighter for freedom of speech. I've always believed in the right to bear arms. I'm for basic human rights for everybody. I'm a capitalist. I believe in capitalism. So yeah, I mean, you know, you know, I do label myself conservative, I guess, because, you know, I fall in line with a lot of that shit. Let's see. What's Intelligent Cycle? What's up, Miss Anthropic One? I didn't bother watching anything Cardi B says. She's just a bunch of gibberish nonsense. Brings in a ratchet side. I agree. Robert, what's up, dude? These motherfuckers giving a rapist like Cardi B a voice. Mr. Taint says, good to see you. Thanks for your work with Salty. We need your voice. We need your work. Yeah, I'm gonna try, bro. I'm gonna try to hit you up with some shit. What's up, Martin? Simply Deep, hate to say this, but the one hit wonder Kia sounds smarter than Cardi B, and Kia is ignorant as hell. OA says, how do the Migos tolerate her? Off put or whatever. You Offset. I thought the bitch was white, Roseanne. Simply Deep, I'm starting to go independent route because both sides are full of crap. Yeah, listen, yeah, there's issues with Republicans and conservatives. I'm not gonna lie, like there is. I'm more independent. Independence, I guess, in that state of word. Like I'm not Democrat or Republican, even though I lean more. Even though what Republicans say, I agree with. One of my biggest issues with them is the fact that they'll talk a good game, but then they'll stop. That shit, I don't like that shit. Yo, if you're gonna say some shit, yo, go through with it. You know what I mean? One thing that I will say is that I'm happy that Trump, with the whole, that's another thing I want to talk about with the Goodyear shit. I'm glad he put that shit out there. Say, hey, listen, don't support these motherfuckers. I don't know if any of you heard about that controversy. I'm glad he said, yo, you know what? Don't support them. He's like, the radical left plays this game, so should we. And I agree. Start attacking these companies, all these motherfuckers that want to be woke, quote unquote woke. Start attacking with your money. Hit them where it hurts. So anyway, yeah, that Cardi B, like, oh my God. She was talking all this, you know, hey, listen, I'm for this. I want free XYZ, this and that and that. And I'm just saying to myself the whole time that listening to that crap, I'm saying, didn't 48 hours ago, didn't you just release this wet ass pussy track? And now you're all about empowering women and being conscious. It's like, I can't take whores like that seriously. I'm sorry, I can't. Let me see what's going on here. Ghost Day says, that's like saying, you before you got in this program, did you take the test whether or not you're taking cocaine or not? What did you think, huh? You're a junkie. Jason Wall, real liberalism or old liberalism is small government, more personal freedom. Exactly. The new liberals are some weird shit. What's up, testicular oxide? Corn Pop was a bad dude, Ghost State says. John Zaller says, I'm on the same boat, dude. Thanks. Yeah. And let me tell you something. There's no use in hiding that shit. What's happening is there's a massive red pilling, you know, with all the shit that's going on in Seattle, Portland, New York City. A lot of people going to be swallowing that red pill, man. People are getting tired of the bullshit. People are getting tired of the bullshit. I'll just leave it at that. Let's see what else y'all are saying. Mr. Taint, love you too, bro. Yo, we need to stick together in these times, man. Mr. Nelson, 89 says, what did you think of the WAP video? I feel it doesn't live up to the hype. It's whatever. To me, you know what? The day of the music video is kind of dead to me. I grew up with when MTV was MTV. I've talked about this countless times. I miss them old days, 120 minutes, Yo MTV Raps, Headbangers Ball. I miss all the Beavis and Butthead, MTV oddities. My God. Now it's like you got to resort to YouTube, which really, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, considering that alt media is on YouTube and social media and everything, so you're already there, but it just don't feel the same to me. That's just me. Pittsburgh Chip, many people think they're Dems, but actually have conservative values. I always told this to my parents. Yeah, Pittsburgh Chip, that's true. A lot of people are going to come around. You'll see. Robert Wooten says Roseanne is an OG in the comedy world. The real comedians respect her. She is. Go State, Jamaican plus Indian equals African. Talking about Kamala Harris. Oh my God. Yo, that ticket is fucking hilarious. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Let me just say this. Let's not even vote. Trump just got it for the next 4 years. It's true. Just with that ticket alone. But I want to see the debates. Let's just go through with it because you're going to have all these soft, sissy snowflakes crying and shit. So let's just go through with it. Me personally, I want to save some of y'all snowflakes the pain because it's going to be really bad for you come November. I'm just laughing because I can already see it. All right. Testicular oxide says now George Johnson has embraced this. Who the fuck is that? Janilo says, what's wrong with Netflix Cuties? I'm gonna get to that. Who just super chatted me? Oh, Opinionated Junkie. Thank you, bro. Cardi B called a black woman a burn roach, admitted to drugging men, and associated with a gang. Yeah, that's the other thing. A lot of people, thanks again, Opinionated Junkie. A lot of people like to let that shit slide. They like to let that shit slide where she's talking about, yeah, I robbed and drug niggas. So what? Okay. And this is who you want to take personal political advice from. Dude, the world is fucking crazy. And let me tell you something. The closer we get to November, you're going to see more madness, more of this shit. Black Lives Matter openly telling you that they're Marxists. I mean, as if we didn't know this, but now they're telling you. Antifa, they're going to be super bold. I mean, it's ridiculous. I love it, though. Where is all right. Let's see. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get to Netflix Cuties. All right. Norm Macdonald. Wait, hold on. DJ Anthony says Norm Macdonald and Nick DiPaolo are GOAT comedians alive right now, and both are conservative. The left can have Bill Burr and Joe Rogan. Yeah, I like Norm Macdonald and Nick DiPaolo. As far as Bill Burr, I don't know if Bill Burr actually put his positioning out there. But Bill Burr's an OG. He's straight. See, it doesn't matter to me if you're right or left, as long as you're like a truth teller, as long as you don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Because Ricky Gervais is a liberal. But yo, he crushes these SJWs. He's tired of bullshit. And what he's saying is true. You know what I mean? That's the beauty, especially with comedy, because you can be able to get away with telling some truths while being funny, you know, and it makes you think. Shining Dragon, the NBA is feeling it right now with their low ratings. Yep. NBA, NFL, MLB, they want to keep doing all this bullshit. They're going to get fucked. Netflix out here promoting, I don't want to say that word, but you know what it is. Woke fundraisers, launder money on the low, like modern church. Yep. What's up, Shahid? King Drewski, that bitch more two-faced than Harvey Dent. John Doe, equality versus freedom, no freedom with equality of outcome. Exactly. John Zeller, I dare you to step foot on a college campus. MLO, you will lose your mind. Yeah, exactly. DJ Anthony, there's a massive silent majority right now that knows what's going on. Now some BS. Six Cent says whack ass people. I don't know who he's talking about. Janilo, I made a video exposing Netflix's support for peds. I'll say that. If you want to check it out, it's on my channel. All right, I will. Those occupied zones are like the movie Escape from New York. Exactly. Where are we? Drewski. King Drewski says 16 and knocked up all day long. What happened to my MTV? Intelligence Cycle. I'm sitting back in the cut wondering why has Cardi B all of a sudden been a spokesperson for Black people. In interviews she's done, she said herself beforehand she doesn't consider herself Black. I'll tell you why, because Mrs. Salty. Are you still here? Love you. Hi, Mrs. Tropic. I just want to stop by and say hi. I can't stay, but much love. Fuck. Mrs. Salty. That's the queen of the Salty Army. Go check out my brother, Salty Cracker. Love his shit. Hope to collab with him again because we got to laugh at these dudes come November. We got to laugh at these dudes come November. Shout out to Mrs. Salty. Shout out to my regular fam too. True Teller 410, you know who you are. O'Shea Duke Jackson, JD Black. Y'all know who you are. All right. Nick Taylor. Duh. How could I forget brother Nick? But y'all know who you are. Intelligence Cycle. She doesn't consider herself Black because it's easy. I've said this before. It's easy to us Black people let anybody in as long as you regurgitate stuff that's considered pro-Black. Cardi B, she's in here. People are gonna follow her that don't know anything about politics. And what kills me is I think she's net worth at $24 million. She is so far gone from any average normie that what are you speaking on? I mean, ignorantly. I mean, there's a plethora of other people, if they want to go into that pandering shit, there's a plethora of other people that they could get in rap. Chuck D, Rhapsody, some of these other people that could articulate themselves better. But no, they went to Cardi B. That shows you what they think of you, Black folk. I just want you to realize this. My people, if you're listening, this is what the Democrats think of you. All right. Pedro says, I miss True Life on MTV, but Vice, all right. Misanthropic. You seem like the type of dude that's not easily talked into some spontaneous stuff, especially by a chick. You damn right. Those days are way behind me, bro. Opinionated junkie, mail-in voting. Yeah, listen, I'm so against that. No, I want to show up. I'm going to take my Black ass to wherever they got the voting booths, and I'm going to vote. I want to vote in person. I don't want to mail it in. Fuck that. Opinionated junkie. Joe Rogan is left, and I can listen to him. Exactly. DJ Anthony, True, Simply Deep says, Misanthropic one. If by some reason Biden and Harris do win, it's going to be more hell in America times 4. Oh yeah. Notice that during the whole, let's jump into the DNC thing. That's part of the title. And then I'll get back into the Netflix Cuties. During the whole DNC shit, the past, 3 days, I think day 4 is right now, they're not mentioning policy at all. It's just Orange Man bad. I'm telling you, if these guys get into power, what's going to happen is all this woke nonsense, all of this PC bullshit is going to go into overdrive. With Trump, I believe it still might happen, but at least you have the other 4 years. Like after the 4 years, where else are you gonna go? You know what I mean? So I just feel either way, it's still gonna, it still will go up. The only thing redeeming value that I might see with that I could kind of see predict with Biden winning is that this pandemic bullshit or scamdemic is gonna slowly slither away. You're not gonna be worrying about masks or none of this bullshit. It's gonna disappear. I guarantee if he wins, give it like 1-2 months. I was just watching Joe Rogan and I think he had a guy, Michael Baker, on it, and he said the same thing. If Biden wins, you're not going to hear about the coof anymore. Intelligence cycle, where are you? My ideology doesn't align with none of the two-party system. I'm more focused on local elections. Voting inside the government, those people have, the position of power. Yeah, I could agree to that. Most people need to start doing that. Opinionated junkie, I do respect AOC for not endorsing Biden. That was funny. That was a funny little thing that she did there. Go say fucking mask, wear your mask. There should be giant statues erected in every city to commemorate the dead and survivors from this 19 pandemic. I could agree to that. Martin says, yo, who even in their goddamn heads think it's a good idea making cuties? Mrs. Salty, oh, you're back? WAP, I meant peace, 6 cents. Cardi B should replace Biden. Oh, now she left. All right. Cardi B is to opinion junkie. Cardi B is to make up for a Millie not successful. If you can go to a store, you can go to the polls. Exactly. 6 cents says weaponize ignorance. Okay. Pittsburgh Chip says, I take pride in voting, love doing it. People have given their lives for that privilege. JJ Philly says there will be a BLM NBA team soon. Maybe. We need an anti-Stockholm syndrome sock, says 6 cents. Intelligence, let me debunk the lesser two evil bullshit thought process. We're still fighting a greater enemy. Joe Biden is even worse off than Trump. Look at his track record. Sign off to the crime. Exactly. There's nothing that Trump has done that while he was in power that fucked particularly minorities. That hasn't. It's just across the board. I like the fact that he's not a panderer, just speaks his mind. You know, especially if you like, what kills me is like a lot of us are influenced by hip hop and all that shit, especially me. And it's like, yo, you respect the G's, the people who tell you straight up, look, this is what it is. You may not like it, but hey, it is what it is. That's the shit that I'm on. You know what I mean? Just say it and let me decipher or distinguish whether I agree with you or not. I don't need people going to rappers and say, hey, look, I'm friends with Jay-Z. Nah, don't do that. Tell me your fucking policies. Who is your ideal presidential candidate? That I don't know, man. That's like asking me for perfection. 6 cents says pseudo woke political correct pandering. Opinionated junkie AOC is pretending like she listens to rap. She's the biggest. I mean, and that's the other thing too. Going back to Cardi B, AOC was playing, I guess, WAP the other day while she had one of her stories up or whatever. So here comes this bitch, Cardi B, talking about, yeah, I hope to God you run for president when you're 35. And I'm saying to myself, well, why? Because she played your stupid ass song? Is that what it takes? Meanwhile, This is the same bitch that is promoting socialism, meaning that you and your money will be affected. I mean, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. Greater examples of comedians who spit reality but knowledgeable truth. Dave Chappelle. Yep, I agree. Opinionated Junkie. Also, Adam 22 and DJ Ack are getting into it. Oh, are they beefing? King Drewski, what do you think about Doja Cat? I'm gonna do a separate video on that. I know what you're talking about, so I'll address that in a separate video. Robert Wooten, the RNC is going to be the polar opposite of DNC, real people versus the usual politicals and celebrities. Yep, Mansur Bob, people who vote for Joe Biden don't know his policies. Exactly. Who is Chappelle supporting? Just wondering. He was supporting Andrew Yang, but that's not happening. But we'll see who he's supporting now. Garrett Godfrey says, wait, you ain't voting Biden, you ain't black. Mr. Blister, bad drugs are good. What's up, dude? Opinionated Junkie. AOC doesn't look like the person who listens to rap and hangs out with someone like Cardi B. She don't. She don't. You can tell she don't. She's a panderer. Let me jump into Netflix's Cuties. My fucking God. Bro, I don't know what to tell you, but like I said earlier, come November, is going to be bad, bro. I mean, coming up to November, you're going to see all this shit get pushed out. Netflix's Cuties, I don't even want to explain it. JJ, I'm about to explain it to you. I've been saying for a long time, you got to stand up for certain things. Certain things you just got to be like, nah, bro, I'm not rocking with that. You know what I mean? We're at a point now where hypersexualizing kids is the thing now. Oh, America Floats. What's up, man? Shout out to America Floats. I don't even I feel so uncomfortable explaining what Cuties is because some of y'all don't know what it is. It's a Netflix movie. It was taken from I believe it's a French movie, and they're Americanizing it. And what it is you got 11-year-old girls in there, and it's about twerking. These group of girls that want to explore their femininity, find their femininity, and through twerking. And you look at the original poster for this shit. Netflix went back and apologized for it, but I still think that they're going to. I think they're going to push the show. It's rated TVMA. Keep that in mind. But you got these little kids in it. Listen, a lot of people like me were telling y'all, cut this shit out. Stand up against this SJW nonsense. Now we're here. People were saying, you know, like with the LGBTQ, right? Look, people were saying with the LGBTQ, hey, you know what? Yeah, you deserve your basic human rights. That's cool, whatever. Yeah, marriage, I guess, you know, do whatever you got to do as long as you're not bothering anybody. Cool, you know. Then it became this. It's never enough. And now we're here, okay? I told y'all back in 2009, 2010, I believe, that we're living in idiocracy. Now we're here, right? People thought I was crazy. You know what? Now we're here. Dude, with the LGBTQ, what's happening, what's been happening now is you have people saying, hey, you know what? Age is just a number. So what about us? So essentially, the peds are trying to get in. This has been happening on the low. I've been seeing this shit. There's even another show. What is it called? Age of Love or whatever. I forget. It's on one of these channels, and they're actually promoting the relation or courtship between a person that's older and a person who's a minor. So we here. Now what? All this shit where because someone says some shit that you find offensive doesn't mean there's no truth to it. And this is a shit. Excuse me, this is the shit. This is what's happening. Now you're gonna have peds making their mark. Hey, y'all didn't want to put up the roadblocks. You didn't want to say, hey, that's enough. Nah. Now I want to see how it gets dealt with. But I'm glad that people are starting to fight back. People are starting to fight back. If you look at the ratio, go look at the trailer for that show. Go look at the trailer for that show on Netflix's channel. Dude, that shit is getting ratio to fucking hell, bro. And I'm glad. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You're gonna, when it comes to kids, especially, it's not a joking matter. Like, I don't know who thought in their mind that that would be a good idea, great movie to produce. But then again, Hollywood, you look at Hollywood right now, you look at all these motherfuckers scattering, every single one of them scattering. Tom Hanks takes his ass over to Greece. And then who was it? I forget what publication wrote. No. Tom Hanks ran over there, but it's not because of pedophilia. So if you truly believe, why are you running cover for this dude? You know what I mean? Like, Ellen show is gone. All these little things, it's all starting to come together. All of it's starting to come together. Holy shit. But just if you don't know what it is, go watch the trailer for this shit. It's beyond disturbing. I don't know what else to tell your asses. Let me go back to here. I heard it was meant to be a commentary to highlight the absurd nature of hypersexualizing youth. Bruh, they could have done a way better job. That's a whole thing, dude. Robert, I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. America Flow says, we've been saying it for years. Pedo shit is coming next. Exactly. But see, if you say that, well, at the time, you already know this. When you say that, oh, no, you must hate XYZ. Peds, yeah, I do hate. I do hate them with a passion. I'm not going to make I'm not going to hide that. I got no love for anybody that does that type of shit. But, you know, like, these are people who are trying to edge their way into the LGBTQ. So when you're critical of that, oh, you must hate gay people. It's like, dude, like, I don't get how people make that leap. You know what I mean? Like, hey, don't do that. Or, nah, I don't really rock with that. Well, you must be this. Hey, this person's transgender. Would you date them? No. Well, you must hate transgender. Nah, what are you talking about? Like, it's just bullshit. Epstein, Weinstein, Polanski. Exactly. America Floats. Look at this nonsense. Garrett Godfrey just saying, I hear you, bro. Mr. Nelson, 89. They're going to legalize pedophilia next. Just watch. Yep. 6 cents. Correct, Nelson. Yep. It's coming. America floats. Is that a grilled cheese or what? Nah, I had some had a little pizza action. Pittsburgh chip. These sickos keep taking inches and adding up to miles. Where are we? Pedro Lopez says, kind of expected this when the Good Boys came out. Little kids literally playing with sex toys. I was going to say I have to look that up, but I'll take your word for it. Mr. Nelson 89 says pedophiles have a whole underground network. It's been around for decades. Yup. JJ Philly says, do you think that online liberals are the same as the average everyday liberal? I don't think so, because a lot of these assholes live on Twitter, the ones that are very vocal. A lot of people that you run into in real life, a lot of them are cool. You know what I mean? At least some of the ones I run into. Some people you agree to disagree. Some people they'll be like, oh yeah, I didn't know that. You can have a regular conversation with them. But if someone's like some radical fucking far leftist fucking SJW feminist cunt, you know what I mean? You can tell. Let's see. What's the current bounty rate for peds? Jack. I wish I knew that. You could count me in. Mr. Nelson, pedophile. Well, I just guess I said the word fucking. Pedophiles have a whole underground network. Yeah, I did read that. Yeah. America floats, peds versus pedos. I love it. Garrett Godfrey. People forget the gay guy that raised $500,000 for Obama's campaign got caught banging a kid in a hotel with his boyfriend. Swept under the rug. Yeah. If you on one side, anything goes. Pedro Lopez, the movie, Mr. Blister. In an interview with the director, she explains that the movie is meant to draw attention to the hypersexualization of young teens. Netflix took it and unironically ran it out of context. Mr. Nelson, I'm glad I bought a gun. It's going to come in handy soon. Yeah. Yo, I encourage all of y'all to buy guns. She's about to get hectic. Garrett Godfrey says, I never liked Ellen DeGenerate. Jajak Kana says, who called this year being a shit show? I know I did. Yeah, it's an election year, so it's going to be bad. Robert says, I'm on the same page as you, brother. I was just adding some context to what I've heard. I'm team wood chipper. Mr. Blister, by the way, I'm not on board with that shit. Just trying to show that Netflix definitely had an agenda playing it. Jack says, hell yes, wood chipper. Exactly. Robert Wooten says, Tulsi Gabbard froze her out, just like in 2016 after she stood up for Bernie Sanders against the party juxing him. Yeah. And again, I always say this, Tulsi Gabbard to me would have been the ultimate Democratic candidate. And again, I want to have two strong candidates. Well, I mean, if we, you know what I mean? Like whether it's Republican, Democrat, Independent versus Republican, Democrat versus Independent, Green Party, whatever. I want two strong candidates. So that way it's like, damn, dude, who do I vote for? That's ultimately what I want. Yo, Nick Taylor, what's going on? Uncle Nick, what's going on? I shouted you out before, but you're a little bit late, bro. Robert Wooten, Tulsi wasn't invited to the DNC, even though she finished higher than others in the primary. Yeah, I know. Listen, everything's rigged. Robert Wooten, I'm in Louisville. It's been wild. Protect yourself out there, bro. Mansur Ba says, do you think it's going to get worse in 2021? It's hard to say. I think it'll stay at this level. I mean, definitely. I mean, inauguration time. No, let me not say that. But let me say November. November is going to be wild. 2021. I mean, I don't know. That depends. If they want to let the COVID shit linger and fuck around with that shit even more, and keep people in their homes, something's bound to break. So yeah, I could foresee 2021 being a little bit hot because people are being very patient. And you know what? Let me give you a straight answer to that. There was a video I saw on Instagram where a dude went to, I don't know what city he was in, but he went up to the courthouse or whatever, where I guess the mayor and governor were, all these delegates were there, and he gave him a piece of his mind, man. And I salute that dude, because he was just like, listen, he goes, this is us peacefully protesting. We're out here talking to y'all. He goes, but I promise you, he goes, it's not going to be like that for long, because you're taking away our opportunity to feed our families and do all this. He goes, I'm the only one with enough balls to tell you, look, let's get back. Let's work on opening stuff back up, going back to work, putting our kids back in school. If that shit don't happen quick, it's not going to be pretty. Obamas have stock in Netflix. Yeah, I bet they do, because they got the documentary over there, and I think they may be working on some other shit too. Mr. Nelson says Tulsi dragged Kamala in their debate. Exactly. That was an epic moment. But shout out to Uncle Luke first, because he was one of the first people from Two Live Crew, Luther Campbell. He was one of the first ones to expose Kamala Harris. Robert Wooten says exactly, good candidates from across the spectrum. Yep. Nick Taylor says it's all good, appreciate it. Robert Wooten says it'll be hot till the weather gets cold. Pedro Lopez says people going to cool down after the election over in 2021. Zhao Almeida says, what's your opinion on Hollywood / Pizzagate? I'm not too familiar with Hollywood. Pizzagate, I believe, is real. Much like, some of the stuff that people say, oh, shit that you're saying is conspiracy theory bullshit. Look what's happening now with Cuties. Pizzagate, I believe, is real. I believe that a lot of these people in power, I believe that they get sick and tired of the same old, and they want a taste of other things. And it's beyond my mind. I was watching Tommy Sotomayor yesterday. He had a live stream, and there was this other brother on, a Spanish dude that he had on, and this dude was very knowledgeable. I forgot his name, but dude, I was fucking just spooked. He supplied a video of how they say, like, people like John Podesta is involved in all this nonsense. There's a video of what sounds like John Podesta pouring hot scalding water on I guess a sex slave, and you just hear him say, who's your fucking daddy? Shit along those lines. It's not gonna stop till you acknowledge, till you say this shit, blah, blah, blah. And then they played Tommy played a regular video of John Podesta talking. Yo, same voice. Just saying, allegedly, by the way. Zhao, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I saw that, those screams. Nick Taylor, you know what I'm talking about, right? Garrett Godfrey, Malcolm X was 100% right about white liberals and Democrats. Ain't shit. Exactly. That is my favorite sword to bring into battle. I'm like, yo, your boy, and y'all edify him. So, hey, this is what he says. So that's why I always refer back to Malcolm X, even Martin Luther King when he was what was his speech about the white moderate? He essentially said the white moderate cares about the idea of change, not actual change. Man. Mr. Nelson says Kamala was sworn in the Senate as the first Indian American. Exactly. But like I said earlier, with us black people, we're quick to accept anybody. This is why I hate that fucking POC nonsense. No, stop with that POC shit. Listen, I'm black or African American. I can accept. I know some people don't really accept African American. I do because my parents are born in Africa. Actually, born in Africa, in West Africa. I was born here, first generation. So I accept that personally, but stop with this POC nonsense. Because just 50 years ago, you were mad about being called colored people. Now all liberals did was switch it around, and y'all accept that shit. Stop it. Jack says, I keep hearing lefties say proven facts are conspiracy theories and then tell me Trump is stealing mailboxes. I'm so sick of the left. I envy the deaf. Exactly. Nick Taylor says, yes, the liberal black edify Malcolm, but cognitive dissonance keeps them in leftist camp. Yeah, I love that. They'll big him up, but then they'll go, they'll conveniently leave that part out. They'll leave that part out, which slams them because it actually gives black people, it tells black people to be autonomous. Nah, you want to continue being a white savior. Nah, fuck that shit. Pedro Lopez says, I can now see why people believe that JFK got killed by the mafia. Mr. Nelson says, I'm tired of black people calling black people coons for having a different opinion and not jumping on the bandwagon. Exactly. Exactly. Listen, there's a lot of brothers that have different opinions that differ from mine, and I disagree with them. I'm not calling them coons. I'm not. I just say, listen, you're entitled to believe what you want. I just disagree with you. I'm not going to call you out your name for it. You know what I mean? But, and I mean, I may call you out your name for something else, but because I'm known to curse. But what the problem with the word coon is that it was originally used to denigrate you. You know what I mean? And it's funny because black people adopted it only to denigrate other black people. It doesn't make any type of sense. Oh shit. J Jack says JFK got killed by the deep state and the Fed. Robert says General Power was a coon until he supported Obama. J Jack, everyone has their own opinion, whether it's right or wrong. There's no reason to denigrate others. That's how I feel. That's how I fucking feel. Anyway, wow, it was nice to check in with y'all. I didn't think it would. Well, I gotta step my shit up, man. There should be hundreds of motherfuckers in here, bro. I don't know what's going on. Share this shit, please. All right. YouTube's been fucking with me. Y'all know, like, I'm being throttled. I've been stuck. I finally got pushed past 16,000 subs. I mean, it's ridiculous. Nick Taylor says, True Taylor turned me onto the Method Man and Math Battle. Meth still got it. Yeah, I wanted to actually comment on that too. I may do a video on that. J Jack says, always great to see you. Thank you, bro. Nick Taylor, yeah, Shadow Band, definitely, bro. Definitely. Like, I've been fluctuating between 15,900 like 97. Then I'll go up to like 16,000 and like 2. And then I'll go back down to, it's like, what's going on here? And this was while I was dropping videos. But, you know, hey, listen, share my shit. Giles says, once you go down on Pizzagate, Podesta emails Petalwood, you can't look the same. Exactly. That's why I told people to go watch Fall of Cabal, The Great Awakening. YouTube keeps pulling it, but people keep putting it back up. Fall of Cabal, great fucking movie, and Out of Shadows. That's another one. All right. Robert Wooten says social media is purged systematically and carefully. Garrett Godfrey says, I actually randomly saw your live stream on my... What? Oh, really? I had no idea who you were before you subscribed. Thank you. Yeah. Well, YouTube must be changing shit then. Hold on. Fuck all them pedos. I agree, Zhao. Nick Taylor, bro, I lost 700 subs in 1 week. YouTube said they were fake accounts. Sure they were. Listen, man. Yo, we got to start spreading this message like wildfire, bro. I'm tired of the bullshit. Elections coming up. Shit is going to be lit in a good and a bad way. But Garrett, thank you for subbing again. You know, we need more of you. Share this out. You know, YouTube, like Brother Nick says, shadow bans like a motherfucker. They like to throttle. I'm also on BitChute under the Misanthropic one. You're going to see my avatar is the scary composite of Derek Todd Lee. Is going to be lit on fire, Garrett says. I hope not, but it's gonna be crazy. What do you want me to say, man? Love y'all. Be safe out there. I will be checking in from time to time. I want to shout out my man Poison Flowers. I got your shit, your beats. I'm gonna be writing to him. Damn, what else? And you know, I'm gonna be out of town for a while, so again, my uploads might be a little bit sporadic, but I'm going to still be in the cut, still keep my ear to the street and hitting y'all with videos. All right. So yeah, that's it. Y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. Share this everywhere, all over social media. You know, we need to talk about these things openly and honestly to get them out there. And so y'all could get your tears out and man up a little bit. Put some hair on your chest. You know what I mean? And that's it. Soul Ninja, Poison Flowers. You know who that is, right? Mr. Tate. Yep. Bad Drugs. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I love this shirt. This is one of my favorites. Venom and Carnage. Yeah, peace, man, sir. Yeah, Nick Taylor, thank you, bro. All right. Soul Ninja, I'll see you. Hit me up. Yep, Soul Ninja. Poison Flowers is my dude. He sent me some shit. We'll be dropping fire on it. Anyway, gotta go. Love you guys. Be safe out there. Peace, bitches.